We are not doctors. Nothing in this podcast should be taken as medical advice. Consult your physician before starting any workout routine. This is the Martial Heart Podcast.
Hey, hello everybody, and welcome to the podcast. It is September 9th, 2024, and this is my daily update podcast on my condition, how things have been going, etc., etc. And yesterday I mentioned that there was a change in the amount of nausea I had based on my eating habits in the morning. So this morning, it is 9:30. I have been out of bed for 3.5 hours. I took my morning medications 3 hours ago, and my nausea level is manageable right now. I have not eaten yet. So I'm thinking I may have found the correlation between the two things. So I haven't eaten yet. I will go do that as soon as I'm done, recording this. But that may have resolved that issue, at least somewhat. I may still have a little bit of nausea. I'm not overwhelmed with it. It's almost like a constant thing that's going on. Probably, I have to take this one medication twice a day, so I take it in the evening time as well. So it's probably coming from that one. But not eating around the time that I'm taking the medicine does seem to make a difference. So I'm happy about that. And that's kind of what's happening this morning. I rearranged my podcast studio, which is really just a portion of an upstairs room. And I'm going to be making some changes, following some advice from some podcasters and YouTubers and vloggers and things like that I've found online. I'm going to make some changes to some visuals. I'm not going to build a set or anything, but I'm, just changing angles and doing different things like that and making sure that my lighting is better. So that's where we are this morning. And tonight this evening, I'll have my first full cardiac rehabilitation session. And then tomorrow is a follow-up with the cardiologist and the next cardiac rehab session. I'll be doing cardiac rehab on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. So it looks like maybe Wednesdays and Fridays, or maybe just on the weekends, something like that. I'll be doing regular workout routines at home. Starting slow, of course, taking my time. But that's how that's going to have to be, because they don't want me to work out at home on the same days that I have cardiac rehab. So I have to make sure that I'm following their guidance on that, not trying to overdo it or anything. Yesterday, I, did some physical activities, nothing too serious, but moved some bookshelves around, hauled out the trash. Brought in a couple of bags of salt the day before that for the water softener. Normal stuff that I would normally have to do, on certain days during the week. I'm starting to do those things again without having any difficulties. So physically, it's not a challenge. The strength is still there. I haven't lost strength. So I can still pick things up and move things around and do whatever I want to do with them. But we're just not sure how some of that's going to affect my heart, my ability to breathe, my dizziness, things like that. So that's really what I'm concentrating on now. It's not, do I have the strength to do this thing? Because there was a point where I did not, where I didn't have the strength to really do much at all. If I got up and moved around for 5 or 10 minutes, then I needed a rest. So that is improving. And I'm starting to physically feel closer to somewhat normal, other than the weird nausea and the dizziness and things like that. I didn't sleep worth a crap last night. It might be my own fault. I loaded up on some hot sauce last night while I was eating. For some reason, I just had a craving for something, vinegary and hot. And so I doused my food in a couple of different kinds of hot sauce because, you got to figure out exactly which one works best with what you're eating. So, I went back and forth. Probably overdid it. But, I didn't sleep very well at all. And so probably be a nap time today before going to cardiac rehab. And hey, I'm going to be 57 soon. I can take a nap if I want to. Back off already. Actually, I've been napping a lot since I've been sitting at home recovering from the heart attack. This week, I'm going to be doing some working from home. Going to be doing that today and doing some stuff. It's just computer-related stuff. So I'll be doing some of that this week. And tomorrow I'll find out when the cardiologist wants to sign off on me actually going back to work. And really the fear is the driving. So we'll have a long conversation with him tomorrow to find out about that and what the prognosis is going to be as far as whether or not I'm going to keep getting dizzy and being afraid to drive, because I definitely don't want to pass out while I'm going down the highway. That's bad. So not that I'm not passing out. I'm not like fainting, but it feels like I'm going to. You know what I mean? Unless I guess if you're a martial artist and you're listening to this, you're getting choked out, but you tap right before you go unconscious so that you don't actually go out, but you can feel the buzz and that, tingling sensation all over your body. That's what it feels like. So it feels like I'm tapping about 2 seconds before I get choked out. So that's really, I guess, the best way to describe it. So I'm not actually fainting. I'm not going out. I'm not passing out. I'm not falling down, but I'm very close. And it's almost like you get really close to it and then you become hyper aware of it. And so you settle, you stop moving, you grab something like a countertop or a table or whatever it is, a piece of furniture, and you're not falling down, you're not stopping yourself from falling, but you have to stabilize yourself, almost like, your equilibrium is off. So, grab the countertop, grab the table, grab the back of the couch, whatever it is you're by, something that's stable, and just stand there for a second and don't move and don't make any sudden moves. And then it passes pretty quickly, but I definitely don't need that happening while I'm driving 70 miles an hour on the freeway in rush hour traffic or whatever. So that's the fear. That's what I'm afraid of at this point. And so I got to make sure that that's going to stop, that's going to stop happening before I get in the truck and start driving to Cleveland every day. So, hasn't been a lot of moving around. And I might be getting a ride to therapy today because people are worried about the driving part. But we'll hopefully have that figured out this week and move on from there. So that's your update. I'll probably do a different YouTube video today because this morning I just didn't turn on the camera for this. I'm just doing audio. So no video for this one today. Sorry, but maybe I'll do a different YouTube video later or tomorrow after I get everything rearranged here. That's really why I haven't figured out the exact camera angle, the camera distance, the exact lighting that I want to use and things like that yet. So the video quality wouldn't be that great today. So I'm just going without, and I'll straighten that out probably today since I'm sitting around. I'll get all that arranged, or most of it arranged, and do some test shots and see what it looks like. And we'll go from there. So anyway, I'm going to leave you with that. with a little short one today, 10 minutes or so. And until tomorrow, just take care of yourselves. And I don't know. Take care of yourself. Eat right. Get some exercise. Get out of the house. Stop sitting around. Yeah, stop playing video games and, doing nothing. Watching Dr. Phil. Get out and get some exercise. Walk around. Do something. Anyway, I'll talk to you later on. Ciao.